Welcome, Vault Dwellers. My name is Nacho Bidness, and we're here at the start of episode 12 of my No Loot Challenge run in Fallout 4. In brief, the rules are that I am not allowed to use the A button here on Xbox to pick up anything out of the environment or take anything out of a container and put it in my inventory. The exception, major exception, is crops in my own settlements. They are renewable, and my character needs something to eat, and I need something to barter with in order to actually play the game. We are here at Hangman's Alley after our triumphant entry into Diamond City last episode, and I have done a little bit of work. I have gone around to all of my settlements in my northern agricultural empire that I'll show you here. I've explained before that I don't think that supply lines really exactly matter. We don't need good-looking supply lines, they just need to be there. At any rate, I have collected enough caps in order to be able to do something that I have been wanting to do for a long time, and that is hire a doctor. I was also looking for ballistic weave for some armor that I would like to get the asbestos lining so that I would be immune to being set on fire, but so far, no luck with that. Nevertheless, I have expanded my building here at Hangman's Alley using the barn tab. Now, this is not something that I'm proud of. I don't think it looks good. I just needed to be able to build something here to kind of expand my space, and the barn tab is nice because it does not use steel. So I've been able to pack just a few more beds in here. Again, they're in here like sardines, but the settlers don't really care about that. They just care if those beds are covered, and yes they are. Still, I did say that we are ready to hire a doctor, and I am very excited by that because, good Lord, you get sick a lot in this game if you're not careful, and even if you are. So I am going to go ahead and put this clinic somewhere up here where it wants to go. Come on, there we go. And we'll just kind of slide this back and over. We'll try to give the doctor a path to get back here. I think he will be able to make it. And why are my turrets shooting? What are we shooting at, guys? Well, it's gone now, whatever it is. And we need to get that doctor station manned. And what do you know, this guy showed up in one of my settlements wearing a lab coat and said to myself, this man is going to be at least my first doctor. So come on up here, buddy, and man this clinic. And I am so excited to have access to a doctor in my own settlement. Also excited to have a place where I can sell crops in my own settlement. I am getting awfully tired of running around the Commonwealth with a backpack full of melons and gourds and stuff. We got an awful lot of shopping done at Diamond City, and I promised this time around to show you what we bought. So I do have some crafting to do, but at least for the moment, we have a complete set of armor for Piper here. She's also holding some junk for me. And I am going to go back and take off the deep pocketed and add something else. I don't know what yet, but I did some testing, and pocketed made no effect on her carry weight, which means that unfortunately that was wasted leather and adhesive. The good news is that the backpack does help her carry weight. So we will deal with Piper's armor here in a bit. As for myself, I have picked up some new pieces of legendary armor. I'm trying to think if there's anything else other than armor that's significant. I've got some junk in my inventory that I need to sort out. And other than that, I don't think so. So I can't remember if it was the champion left arm or right arm that I bought from Lucas, but I was able to buy its mate from Myrna, and I've already gone ahead and made the new edition shadowed and muffled. Just, my character is very much a glass cannon. Getting caught is the worst thing, and so we are trying our best to stay stealthy. So I also have some combat armor that I was able to pick up for her legs, and that is also going to be muffled and shadowed. And we still have our shadowed metal helmet. Looking forward to finding myself a combat helmet eventually, and we'll come back to our jumpsuit. It's not any better than it was the last time we looked at it, and finally we've got a new piece of leather armor, and I'm a little hesitant to go backwards to leather, but +1 agility and +1 perception are pretty good. I would like to change that biocom mesh out. I'm not using chems very much, and that doubles the effectiveness, or duration I should say, of chems, but I'm not really using chems. I would like to make that asbestos line, but I need more ballistic fiber for that. We got some new toys when it comes to guns too, and that is going to affect our perks. First, the classic 10mm pistol. I don't really know if this is going to be any more powerful than the 10mm that normally comes in Fallout 4, but we're going to check it out and give it a shot, as it were, and see how she does. We're also got a new baseball bat. I went ahead and bought the Rockville Slugger from Mo Cronin. It's 40% less action point cost, which is pretty good. It should allow me to get several more whacks in with it. The bladed mod I am not able to make because I don't have a high enough blacksmith skill, but I was able to buy a bladed version from Mo and move that mod over to this bat. The last big thing that we got is we got Old Faithful. It is an instigating laser rifle, and we are definitely going to be turning this into a sniper rifle. Now, because it is not silenced, I think that I am not quite done yet with my faithful old pipe sniper rifle, but we're about to, I think, take some perks to make it better, because kind of looking around, another rank of rifleman is always good, but I guess I would rather improve the guns first and then worry about improving the damage. I'm not really sure if that's right or wrong, but I like crafting, so we're going to do it that way. We're already up as high as we can go on armor. We don't need another rank of blacksmith right this minute. It would be nice to take some other things, but honestly, because the level 3 stores come in at rank 2 of Cap Collector, except for the clinic. The clinic you can build level 3 for some reason without rank 2 of Cap Collector. I don't know if that's intentional because it also requires medic or what, but anyways, so we're real close to be able to do level 3 stores, so I'm just going to save my caps and start building level 3 stores as I can, especially because I have already encountered the special level 4 merchants, at least some of them. Unfortunately, I didn't have stores for them to go to, so I couldn't send them to settlements, but we live in hope that we will encounter those folks again. But I do have additional things that I would like to do to my pipe rifle, and I'd also like to make some further improvements to my 10mm beyond what I could do before, so we're definitely going to take another rank of gunlet right now. And if I had access to sneak or ninja, I probably would take another rank of those. But since I don't, and because I really want to make my new toy with Old Faithful as good as I can, I'm going to take a double rank in science right now, because that will allow me to make the sniper barrel for laser rifles. Still have my eye on Action Girl and a number of other perks, but we just need to stick to taking what's most important first. I would also very much like to get another few ranks of endurance, not least because I would like to eventually get to a point where I am able to take more than 1 or 2 hits. But it is survival mode. It's always hard to be survivable and have a lot of hit points in survival mode. So yeah, that's kind of where we stand right now. And as I said, I am hoping to kind of pick up the pace, do some questing today. But before I do that, I just wanted to just see where we are right now. I do have a little bit more crafting, so I am going to join you next with whatever quest I decide to start, and I'll see you in a few. Here we are outside of Diamond City, and although I was not able to find a pretty pre-war dress for Mary, we found a skirt at least, and we're able to ditch the suit that we've been wearing since episode 1 that we found in our house that frankly was likely Nate's old suit. So good riddance to that. However, we are about to go on an adventure, and that means that it's probably time to put on our armor. And so let's just go ahead and put all this on and see kind of what we get for stats and defense, and that's all of it. Yeah, lots of pieces of armor to put on. So 69 ballistics, 70 energy, and 15 rad resistance. I'll take it. It's pretty good. And we also have buffs to a number of our specials. Agility is actually all the way up now to 11. That's great. That's going to help with our action points, and that is always a good thing. Piper also has some some armor, and let's go ahead and put that on her. You can just tell her to equip all these things. I think it's funny that she doesn't automatically put on her road leathers, but Piper, yeah, you cannot go adventuring around the Commonwealth in your underwear and bare feet. So have some road leathers. I did go ahead and move from pocketed to lightweight. I did testing. I think I said earlier this episode that I did testing. Pocketed didn't help carry capacity, and although carry capacity is not really all that important since we're not looting, it's also kind of the only thing that I could see that really matters, like extra rad resistance, avoiding limb damage, steady aim, all of those things. Like, none of that is going to matter to a companion as far as I can tell. Piper, I think you're looking pretty spiffy in your armor. And that did take quite a bit, actually, of adhesives, so I did have to go and visit all of my settlements again, this time to get crops for adhesive. It's a good thing that purified water goes into the workbench, and that the workbench contents are available to us at the cooking stations, because I could have never made enough adhesive otherwise. Now, any minute here, I'm actually recording this a second time because I just frankly forgot to hit record the first time. Any minute here, I am expecting a streak in the sky to come overhead. And there it is. Did you see it? That was the UFO crash. And no, Piper, we don't need to go see if anybody's hurt because all that's there is a gun that we can't pick up.
She's hurt.
We are going to come up to this woman who says that we have someone inside who needs medical assistance. And I admit that I was ready to fall for this ambush the first time that I played the game. However, I was so busy looting the front that I started hearing all the raiders in the back and realized that it was an ambush. So through no cutting of my own, I was able to avoid it the first time I played. This time, of course, we know what's in store, and it's simply a matter of trying to get these guys killed with as little fuss as possible. And sooner or later, they're going to open that door, and we're going to be able to...
Go check it out. You don't think I will?
Hopefully we'll be able to get some shots to the door from sneak. I have gone ahead and upgraded my trusty bolt-action sniper rifle to a 50 cal. I don't have much ammo for it yet. The ammo is kind of expensive. Still bought out everything that we could in Diamond City, but the ammo is also heavy, and frankly, I'm hoping to one-shot people with this, which means that I hope we don't need that much ammo. Speaking of one-shotting people, I do have a perk, and I had said earlier that I wanted to take Cap Collector 2 so I could put other top-level vendors in my settlement. However, I have hardly any caps. It's going to be a long time before I have enough caps to build another vendor. So I am going to instead take a rank of rifleman because that will be useful right now. And there we go. They finally opened the door, and let's get a shot on this guy. And down he goes. And let's see if we can get anybody else through the door here. There we go. And we're still in sneak. Once the sneak is broken, we will switch over to our new laser rifle. Because that is instigating, and that means that as long as I get the first shot, it's still almost like getting a sneak attack critical. And, oh. Well, we may not end up using the new gun. I'm switching over to it just because I want to try it out. I did put a lot of resources into this. It took gold and fiber optics to get this thing fully upgraded into a respectable sniper rifle. But you can see there, damage 96, and it's double when it's the first shot. That sounds pretty good to me. Also, I am suddenly hungry, so I'm just going to stop right here in the middle of combat and have a little snack. Let's see. Come on. I'm sure you will. There you are. Ooh, get a lot of shots with this thing. That's good. I also can't wait to try out my new pistol because this sucker is gonna hit hard. It does 49 compared to the old one. The best that I was able to improve this to was 31. So this is out of the Tunnel Snakes Rule Creation Club, and you can also buy it at vendors as well as get it as a quest reward. And so I am, like I said, interested to try that out. Now I'm going to just go around here and make sure that the place is empty. I'm pretty sure that we've got them all, but I will come back to you here in a moment. Yep, we had them all. No more raiders in here. However, we have something of a problem in front of us. Now, I thought maybe I would be able to have Piper grab the paint for me. It felt a little scuzzy, and what do you know? But she's holding something for me right now, because you can buy blue and yellow paint from the vendors in Diamond City. And if I remember correctly, this is a dialogue box rather than anything else, which means that it will hand the paint back to me. I won't have to touch the A button to pick it up. And what do you know? Blue paint removed, yellow paint removed, and green paint added. I did not think that I was going to be able to pass this quest, but here it is. It's right here in my inventory, and I did not use the A button to take it out of the world. So I am going to run back to Abbott in Diamond City, and I'll join you with him in a sec. I should mention before we talk to Abbott that Piper really likes it when you do crafting, and she likes spending time in settlements, and we are 2 or 3 levels into her relationship. We are getting close to getting her companion perk, actually, even though we have not spent that much time with her.
Wasn't easy, but I found some.
This may actually kind of push us over the edge. We will have to see. We'll paint the wall with some green paint, even though it's kind of a little bit wet and rainy outside. Maybe not the best weather for painting Abbott, but
Working hard.
whatever.
That's a good shape.
And you're a weird dude that you think the wall can be happy or not happy with paint.
Happy to
but
help. It's been an honor.
I'm happy to help.
Someone who knows how to show respect. There's your payment and a little bonus for getting the right.
All right, that's great. We got ourselves a bunch of caps. We got ourselves a bunch of experience points. Although I think that's unfortunate. We got slightly less experience because we were thirsty. Oh, well. Let's go get something to drink out of a dirty puddle since we happen to be right here, and we have access to a doctor in case... Actually, we don't have access to a doctor in case we get sick because it's the middle of the night. So instead, I will drink myself a purified water here, and I'm not exactly sure what quest I am going to do next, so give me a moment and I'll get back to you. You join me at the very bottom of USAF Satellite Station Olivia. You may recall that this is where we come to get a locket for the Abernathy's, and I am not sure if this is going to work, but we're going to see if maybe Piper is willing to pick that up for us. I'm not optimistic. I have not had any luck with getting my companions to pick up quest items before, but at the very least, we got to test out our 10mm pistol in here because the sightlines are kind of short and a sidearm makes more sense. And what do you know, it worked really good. So we got some experience points. And no, Piper,
Move here.
I want you to come over here. We got some experience points, and maybe we'll get lucky and be able to get the Abernathy's
Head over there
to join our settlements. As I said, I don't really think this is going to work, but we're gonna see.
If there's anything there.
We're gonna see. So, Piper, would you like to
grab that?
Clear out this toolbox for me?
Get that.
I will. If she gets any junk or anything out of this box, I will
take that.
Clear that out of her inventory and
grab
just drop
anything
it.
useful.
No. No, she will not. She refuses to... Oops. Oops. I just accidentally looted that scorpion. So we're going to drop that because that was an accident. And... Sorry, not scorpion, radroach. By the way, that was an accident. Didn't mean to.
Heads up.
Piper, are you quite sure that you would not like to
Check it out.
inspect this toolbox? No luck. Doggone it, Piper. Well, it felt kind of halfway to cheating anyways to have my companions pick things up, so I guess it's all
Heads
for the
up.
best.
Just let me know.
Still disappointed that I cannot get Abernathy Farm without murdering all the Abernathys. And she has not picked up any junk. All that produce is from my settlement. So this is a failed experiment. But as I said, we got to test out our pistol, and that worked out really good. So I guess it's time to move on. I thought maybe I could start working my quest log from bottom to top because I have a lot of open quests. Some of them I can't do that one, and that one is in Good Neighbor, so we'll do that at that time. Can't do Captain Cosmos. We'll clean the water supply in Diamond City, can't do that. I did check out the wanted poster. For some reason it hasn't crossed off the quest log, but I did check it out, and it was basically go to Backstreet Apparel, and that's what that one is. And basically there's no reward, you just keep what you kill, so we'll wait to see if maybe something else takes us to Backstreet Apparel. Blowfight Land I can't do unless I find one to buy from somewhere, and Exploring the Combat Zone is deeper into Boston than I can really go right now. Mutated Fernflower I can't do because I can't pick it up, and I haven't found anybody to sell me one yet. Investigate Trinity Tower will kind of happen naturally over time. So that brings us to Shrouded Manor, which is a creation club content that gives us a new player home. And the first thing that we have to do is investigate this police precinct. Now I see a radroach up here, and I bet I can take it out with my bat. Although, maybe I should put my armor on, because as much as Mary likes this skirt, it does not offer very much protection. Sorry, I forgot to do this before I started recording. But that's okay. We've got all of our armor on, and it's time to investigate this police precinct. Now there's another radroach, and actually there's several, but that is okay. I think we can take these guys out with the bat. I'm not going to waste the ammo. I am down to just 300 caps, although the good news is that I've stocked up on ammo, and hopefully some of these quests will provide some caps. Ultimately though, if I need more caps, the only thing to do is probably going to have to be go ahead and visit my settlements again. Although I just noticed something here. Eddie Winter's holotape number 8. I just realized that I am probably not going to be able to get Nick Valentine's companion perk, because that involves getting all those Eddie Winter's holotapes. I don't think that there's another way to get it. I think once you get a high enough affinity with him, he will essentially offer that quest to you. Maybe if the terminals do it, I don't know. Warren Theater key. I wonder what the Warren Theater is, but I can't recall. and it doesn't really matter because I can't pick up the key. So we're just going to read this lore real quick. I am not going to read it out loud or anything. If you're real interested, you can pause it, and I'm just going to skip through these things. Well, the gist of the thing here is that we have a undercover police officer who's a woman that is maybe a little bit naive, who has been essentially offered up to a crime lord who is a big fan of the Silver Shroud TV show. Problem is that the next step on the quest is to pick up that key that we just saw. And that's a no-go for me. I am going to do a little research, see if I can find out, maybe from the wiki, where the Warren Theater might be, and if maybe I could pick the lock if maybe that key is not necessarily required. Back in a sec. Well, I went and spoiled the quest for myself and found out that there's at least 2, maybe it was even 3 more keys that you had to pick up, and a terminal password, and that just all means that we're just not doing that quest, which is too bad. Oh, hey, there are some super mutants, and I would probably like to just kind of fade back and come on over here, Piper. We can have our turrets help us because we're literally directly outside of Hangman's Alley on the way to our next quest. I'm just gonna go ahead and hug the wall and duck in here so that I can regenerate some action points. Let's get out Old Faithful here and maybe see if we can take out some more guys. Our sneak is more or less broken at this point, so we'll just oh wow, that is a brave little kid that is charging at a super mutant with a flippin' knife. We gotta save her. Holy smokes. Alright. Wow, that was brave but dumb, little girl. Still in caution. I don't know for what, but it looks to me like we've got them all. Just don't know why I'm still in caution. Anyway, we mentioned that we would try and work our quest log from bottom to top, and the next one was Holiday Spirits, which is find the packages. That doesn't sound very promising for us to be able to do it. It's also at Fallon's department store, which is way further south than I want to be right now. Investigate the Museum of Witchcraft. We'll get there eventually, but I don't want to make a special trip for it, so let's try Tunnel Snake's Rule and see if maybe we can complete this quest. This one is just directly across from Hangman's Alley in this subway entrance. Let's see what we've got going on inside of here. I think I'm going to get my silenced gun out, at least for now, just to try and stay a little stealthy. Of course, the doors directly in front of me are, I was going to say, not where I want to go because my instinct is to always take the side path, but these are chained anyway, so let's go around. I'm betting those are essentially going to be a Skyrim door. They will allow us to loop back to the beginning of the dungeon. So I hate to waste a 50 caliber round on a bloatfly, but it is a silenced gun. Actually, I should get my new silent pistol out. See if we can get that shot. No, dodged around the corner just a little too fast. But that's alright, Piper got him. Anyway, here is subway maintenance access. I'm just curious if there's anything else around here that is related to this quest. Can't recall if this subway station is even in the base game or not. But nothing with any tunnel snakes branding on it is just yet. Do we have a protector on? No, we have a rad roach. We're gonna not waste ammo on a rad roach. Is there a Protectron in here that we could... Well, there was. We can get this door unchained, though, since we're right here. I'm really not sure what the point of having it chained was, but it was. And it looks like our quest marker is leading us deeper into the subway. What do we got around here? More rad roaches. Anything else of any interest? I guess rad roaches makes a certain amount of thematic sense in that it was a rad roach invasion in Vault 101 that kind of kicked off the events of Fallout 3. I don't know that I want to go deeper that way yet. I think that I want to try and clear out these rad roaches. I do not care for leaving enemies at my back. If I need to retreat because my sneak is broken or something, I don't want to just immediately retreat into more bad guys. Give a little whack here. And a little whack there. And Mary's in full form, carrying through and you know, swinging from the hips. And Piper got that one. Kind of lucky we didn't get a disease there, so we'll be thankful for that. And what is over here? Another chained door. So I'm guessing that we're going to eventually loop our way around to that. So it looks like we kind of have three ways forward. We've got through the main subway there, and potentially through the subway train car. Nope, can't quite fit through here. Or through the side. Let's take the side. We're detected by something, but we're detected by something not hostile. So I don't know what's up with that. But we'll just kind of keep on going through here and killing these rad roaches. And although I have been using VATS because of VATS defense, it doesn't really seem necessary. What do we got going back here? Do we have anybody behind us? Well, we're in caution. We almost got in danger there. Not really trying to move slow or be very careful because so far it's all been rad roaches, but I see over here a ghoul, and there's another one there. I am irritated at how much money I had to spend on ammo here very recently, so I am going to try and take these guys out with my bat, especially since they're basic ghouls, and I don't want to spend the money. Very low in cash, so it makes it just that much farther away from me being able to open additional stores. That is going to be a good day when I can do that. So just trying Trying to be cheapskates and save as much money as we can. Took a couple hits there. Oh, nice little tunnel snake graffiti there. Took a few hits there, but nothing catastrophic. And here's some more roaches. Easily dealt with. Betting we go through that door, but what if we check this out? Nope. Can't get through there. And I think this was already dead end, so here we go into the graffitied entryway here. With my rat roach. And I see our quest objective up ahead. Is there just some junk and loot that we can't touch? And finally, in here, another ghoul. Alright. What do we got going on here? We got a tunnel snake. Can I turn him over and maybe get a look at him? Come on, let me see if I can grab his arm. Well, I can't really turn him over, but I can definitely tell he's a ghoul. Which is, I guess, too bad for him. And he's got a tunnel snake's outfit. I can't take it, but I'm curious about if there's stats on it. Looks like there you get a little bit of poison resistance. That is a rare find. Wish I could take that. I hope there's at some point a quest reward that gets handed to me, or perhaps a place where I can buy that. Oh, another terminal that we're gonna just kind of speed our way through. So the gist of it is that we have a guy named Wally Mack, who you will recognize from Fallout 3, who walked all the way here from DC, started up a gang called the Tunnel Snakes, just like out of his old vault. Makes you wonder which of the endings for the vault in Fallout 3 was the canon ending, but at least some people left, and he started a gang. They decided to hang out with radioactive barrels because they thought that would give them superpowers. Cancer. In the real world, radioactivity just gives you cancer. So, in Fallout, it makes you ghouls. And you'd think that people that had been around the Wasteland for a while would know that, but apparently not. So now we are on our way to go try and find Mr. Wally Mack himself. He's gonna be down here somewhere, but
Locked tight.
we don't know exactly where. And they did mention taking a gunner hostage. Can't quite reach through the cage, not that it matters anyway, since I couldn't pick up anything if I could. What's going on down here? This looks like lots of rads. And if it is, I might decide to put my gas. But ooh, there's a glowing one down there. Alright, we're not taking on a glowing one with a baseball bat. Let's just kind of do a fade and get our silenced weapon out so that maybe we can try and take a couple of these out with some sneaks. And there's...
Hey, something's out.
Let's see. And good old Wally Mack looks like he is glitched out and just stuck on a barrel, which is just fine with me. Let's switch over to our pistol because we can get just so many VATS shots. Boy, that was weird. Anyways, we can get so many VATS shots with this pistol. And it hits pretty doggone hard, too. Like a couple more ghouls that have not woke up over there. Anybody else? Oh, legendary. Every time I tell myself I'm not going to torture myself by looking at what the legendary was holding, and yet I'm probably going to do it again. Now I know ghouls are not terribly perceptive, but I gotta tell you, I feel like putting the muffled and the shadowed on my armor has really helped, because I don't know that we ever got past caution in that entire encounter. There's Wally Mac. There is a unique 10mm pistol, and man, it looks cool. It has an awesome effect, and we just can't do anything with it. That is too bad. What about that other legendary that was over here? What was that? Sprinters. Well, I don't feel too bad about missing out on that. What the heck am I supposed to be doing next year? I don't have a quest marker anymore. Well, I guess it looks like it considers the quest to be over, and it was at least worth some experience points. I told you before, Piper, we would make gorgeous ghouls. Trust me, bestie. Anyways, it was worth some experience points, so there's that, and this is also going to be worth some experience points.
I'm in.
Got lucky on the first try. Nice. Well, I don't know why I am bothering to open the door. It's not as if I can pick up anything in here. Still, if I could, this would be a pretty good haul. Some lead and some oil, antiseptic, all kinds of good stuff in there. And I'm just really disappointed that there was no way for my guy to get the ultimatum legendary. That is a shame. But not really a surprise either. So yeah, kind of a short quest. I hope I didn't pay very much for that Creation Club content. I don't remember what it was, but whatever it was, if it was more than $1, it was too much. Although, I guess I do have this cool gun that I was able to buy in Diamond City. So, all is not lost. But what are we going to do next? Jewel of the Commonwealth. Well, that's main quest, and I want to set that aside at the moment. Mechanical Menace is the start of Automatron, and although I want the robot workstation unlocked so that I can turn Codsworth into an even bigger badass than he already is, I think that we are not going to do that. What about this one? You know, I think I can follow the coast down here. I can also try and probably fail the quest from Mo Cronin on my way, so let's give that a try next. Well, here we are at the Forest Grove. Well, here we are at Westing Estate, and we've cleared it out of Mirelurks. And yet, to kind of nobody's surprise, Piper has refused to help us out by looting a cooler for us. And I am, on the one hand, a little disappointed because this was one strategy that I was thinking of trying to employ for some of the main quest things where you are forced to pick up a quest item. But it also felt just a little bit like cheating, and so in the end, although I am disappointed I am not going to get that reward from Mo Cronin, I guess I'm going to have to be okay with it. This is, after all, what I signed up for with this run. So one more quest crossed off our list as something that we simply cannot do. However, one thing that we skipped over earlier, or further down the list, is to take out some super mutants to try and get Oberland Station on site. And I would like to have that settlement. It's quite a bit closer than just about anything else to Hangman's Alley. So let's go down and see if we can get that done without dying, because we are a long way from home. It has been a long time since I've been able to save. So the good news is that I have adrenaline going, and I've got a 15% damage bonus. The bad news is that I haven't saved in a very long time, and it is kind of scary. Nevertheless, let's see about these super mutants. Just a tiny little trip down the road, and we are at our destination. And I've already spotted a couple, although none of them. There's one who's in sight. Let's see if we can get some sneak attacks on these guys from outside of the fence. Just want to thin the numbers a little bit.
Hey, something's out there.
And am I not? Oh, I wasn't in sneak mode. Oh boy, that was dumb. Oh, that was dumb.
You think we're safe now?
On a good note, it does mean that these guys are going to charge forward, and they're going to get to take some shots at him. But it also means that sneak is essentially broken, and we can move over to Old Faithful. And oh boy, I hope we take this guy out. I did not want to die to a suicider, although these mutant hounds are also extremely dangerous. They can get me in one bite. Phew, boy, that was too close. I am going to go ahead and get some healing going and hope that I can kind of fade back and avoid any more hits until that healing helps me out. Oh boy. Good news is that we're down to 3 super mutants, and we've been able to kind of fade back far enough to get back into caution. I'm just going to hide. I'm going to hide until we can get some more health back. But Piper would like to get out of the way. I might be able to get a shot on that guy. There we go. 2 super mutants left, and then we'll be able to have Oberland Station. Here's another one. Critical. Oh, no, I didn't hit the button in time. And now I just hit a tree. Oh, God. Really don't want to die. So he's on fire. Hopefully that's enough to kill him. I don't think it's going to be that. It should just be one more shot, though. If I can just kind of get him through the bushes. Yes. Okay, last guy. Did they leave? No, Piper. These guys don't tend to retreat. They just tend to charge you. He is on the roof and is going to have a hard time hitting me from this far away. Hold a breath and set him on fire. Brutes certainly take a lot more hits, but that's it. We're done. That was scary. I sure hope that there is a bed around here somewhere, because I would very much like to save before I try to walk back home. And there is a lot of dangerous territory between here and my base at Hangman's Alley. And I think that that is probably enough for today. We're going to continue questing next time, and probably get around to doing Confidence Man. We'll have to see. The number of quests that I am having to essentially skip because of the rule set is a little concerning, but I am still getting a decent amount of experience points. We are still leveling up. In fact, before we go for today, let's take a look at levels. Now, I've already said I want Cap Collector 2. I am going to spend some time off camera before next episode to get myself enough caps to get another store in Hangman's Alley. As for the other perk, I am not immediately sure what I should take. Blacksmith is tempting, but I'm just really not using melee weapons enough, and Ninja is a big enough crutch that I don't really need stronger melee weapons just yet. And what happened to Black Widow? I swear I took that last time. I must have I loaded a save and I never took it after I loaded that save. So I have done all that stuff in Diamond City without Black Widow, which would explain why I was not seeing any extra dialogue options. Yeah, I will admit that behind the scenes sometimes I will have something happen, like a game crash or something like that, and have to load a save in between cuts. So, yeah, we're back to we're taking Black Widow again, kind of, I guess. But that is enough for today. I think that we are got Oberlin Station on side. We're going to go do some building there, and just as long as we're able to get back to our base without dying. So I hope you enjoyed today. If you did, hit the like button. If you want to see more of this crazy run, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so that you get notifications when I drop more episodes. And if you didn't like, tell me why in a comment so I can do better for you next time. Until then, my name is Nacho Bidness. I'm saying it's a great big wasteland out there. Let's go have fun in it.